So today, as you know from the thumbnail, that today's video we are going to talk about intermittent fasting and the foods that's going to help us in achieving our goals. So before I start the topic, I want to talk to you about what is intermittent fasting and why are we making a big deal about it. So intermittent fasting is something in which you are fasting. Now, whenever we use the word fast, immediately there are thoughts, oh my God, it's going to be 7 days, 3 days fast, what I'm going to eat, I'm going to feel dizzy, and no. We are not talking about that. We are talking about periodic days or hours that we are going to stop eating. It's not going to make you feel dizzy or lightheaded or anything like that. However, please make sure that you talk to your doctor or your healthcare provider to discuss before you start any diet whatsoever. For the purpose of the video, I'm going to talk about my intermittent fasting journey and also give you an example of other journeys as well. So in my fasting journey, I do what is the most predominant or most familiar fast, which is called the 8-16 fast. That means I eat for 8 hours and then I don't eat for 16 hours, or I'm fasting for 16 hours. So the first 8 hours where I'm eating in the morning, at that time, I'm going to discuss the foods I eat during that period of time. And then the 16 hours when I'm not eating, or technically I'm fasting, I will be following a fast and I'll give you tips on that as well. Now, you could ask that, why are we doing the 8-16? Because we have seen that the 8-16 fast is actually a doable fast, and at the same time, it helps you reach your goals. Basically, it's a lifestyle change. It's not that you're going to be on a drastic diet. I do not want to mention this as a diet per se because I don't want to consider. This is a lifestyle change. I do it days and days and days. So this is what I have been used to. And if you want to keep your weight off, this is the best diet you can follow. We have all been through that yo-yo diet, the caloric restriction and all of that. That doesn't work. You guys know this, right? You lose the weight and then you gain it back in a few months or so. That doesn't work. So we want to something that we have put so much effort in losing this weight. I literally lost 70 pounds. I lost literally a portion of me was gone. And this was not a drastic diet or drastic ways of decreasing your weight or improving your blood sugar or anything like that. So it was a gradual process and it took about 3.5 years to reach here, and I'm still on my goal because I want to reach maybe a few more pounds down. So always remember that this is not a drastic thing. This is more of a lifestyle change. It might work for you, it may not work for you, but it's definitely going to give you the answers to your questions of weight loss. So the first and foremost thing I want to tell you is it's very important that you have a good 6 to 8 hours sleep during this whole thing that I'm going to be talking about, because if you do not sleep, you are not going to lose any weight. It's very important. Sleep is very important part. That's the time when the body kind of recoups from the whole day and does its wear and tear and takes care of us. I want to tell you that why is intermittent fasting a big deal and why by fasting we can achieve these goals. So basically we are looking into those fat stores, we are kind of taking away the unwanted things, and we also cause telomere growth in the chromosome, which is very unique. And guess what? What does that do? That decreases your chance of having cancer. Yes, that is exactly why intermittent fasting helps decrease chance of cancer. It increases your attentiveness, it increases your energy level, decreases chance of memory loss or Alzheimer's disease, decreases chance of Parkinson's disease and other neurological diseases. And that is why it is so very unique that by intermittent fasting, we can achieve all of these goals in a very easy and comfortable way. To make this video a little bit more interesting and get input of other people who are doing intermittent fasting and want to decrease their age or want to decrease their blood sugar or simply just lose weight and keep it off, I want to welcome my very good friend who has been to my channel before, and this is his second appearance. I also want to make sure that I do not forget to tell he is an avid runner and he is an executive and a dad to two beautiful children. In spite of all the responsibilities, he's a very dedicated human being, and I'm absolutely happy to introduce Srijip to my channel. Once again, Srijip, welcome to my channel.
Thank you for having me again on the show. So, Dog Nature Lover, is it true that by intermittent fasting it not only helps to reduce weight, reverse diabetes, but it also helps to decrease inflammation of the body and the heart, and it actually helps you to avoid any type of heart diseases?
Definitely, I always tell the people that this is a very sustaining system of weight loss, and not just a weight loss, or it's not a diet. What exactly happens is basically when you are on intermittent fasting and you have this 16 hour that you're not eating, so the body is in look for things. They are going to get some glycogen from the liver and the muscles, but then they don't have sugar. They are like desperate. They need fat, they need things that they can sustain. They don't know how long this fast is going to be. They are not getting anything. In the process, what they do, the cells go through a process called autophagy, in which they are looking for things which they can utilize in the process. So when we are cleaning our house, what do? When we are cleaning our house, we also take away all the unwanted things from the house. The heart or any other organ does exactly the same thing in the body. It is cleaning the body. By doing that, it's taking away all those plaques and things which are in the heart. It's taking all those unwanted toxins out of the body, and that is why it decreases inflammation in the body. It decreases your risk of heart disease. You won't believe me, but I am still having goosebumps because last week I saw a patient who is 24 years old and had a massive heart attack with no history of high cholesterol and no history of high blood pressure or anything. It's that he has been in the house in the last several months due to everything going on. But what we saw was, it's not that his cholesterol was high, but CRP or C-reactive protein, which is an inflammatory marker, which was also extremely high. And going back, we saw that he did have a history of mildly increased CRP. So already inflammation was going on, and definitely obesity causes more inflammation in the body. And that is why it's so important that when we are doing intermittent fasting, a lot of people have asked me this question that, so those 8 hours when we are eating, can we eat pizza and Coke and just have whatever we want to do, or have a McDonald's and a Burger King meal? And I'm like, no, that's not what I mean by intermittent fasting. It's not that those 8 hours you're eating whatever you want to. So I want to, kind of touch base with you and wanted to know, kind of things that you like to break your fast with. So how do you break your fast?